My point is, man, you're an average woman.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't never dated a man making over 6 figures.
I haven't.
So then why would you say you deserve to have a husband who's making $200,000 to $500,000? Why would you deserve any of that? Better question, what does he deserve? Hello, Ashley. How are you?
Hey, how you doing? I'm good. How about you, love?
I am well. How old are you?
I'm 30.
30. So, what are we talking about tonight?
So I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm trying to get a husband. So I don't have any kids. So I don't have any baggage. I'm just ready to hold on. Get the dog, please. So I'm just ready to lay it all out on the table.
Whose dog is that?
It's not my dog. I'm at my friend's house.
Okay.
Just excuse that. Sorry.
A female friend or a male friend?
A female friend.
Why do you want to be married?
Because honestly, I'm at the age where I'm ready to have kids. I'm ready to settle down. I'm just ready to build a family. And honestly, I go home at night and I'd be like, I don't have nobody to talk to about work. I just want to be able to come home to somebody I can, have a talk with about my work, just unwind.
What do you do for work?
I'm a pharmacy technician.
Why do y'all think we want to sit around and talk to y'all about work?
Facts.
Well, not even about work. It don't have to be about work. Just, just life. Or like...
I tell you, fellas, once again, if you got a working woman, in her case, she's working. She wants to come home and talk about her issues. Effective communication, getting it all out. That's if you want a working woman, though.
Uh-huh.
Well, travel, because I want to be able to travel with my partner. I don't want to have to, keep traveling alone with my girlfriends. I want to be able to travel the world with my significant other.
Okay. So, a pharmacy technician. When was your last relationship?
I want to say 2 years ago. Well, 3 years ago.
And how long? And why did that end?
He just wasn't ready. He just wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready. Okay.
He wasn't ready. Very irresponsible with money, and very, very boy-like. Let me put it that way. He wasn't a man, and that's what I need now. I need a man that's responsible.
How long did the relationship last?
Not long. I want to say like a year.
Okay. So he was boy-like.
Yes, very boy-like.
All right. And you're 30 years old, no kids.
I am. No kids.
All right, what state do you live in?
I stay in Atlanta, Georgia.
Well, okay. So where you? Okay. So I'm gonna ask the same question I always ask. How tall are you?
Mm-hmm. I'm 5'3".
Dress size?
I want to say a 6.
Okay. How much did you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
135.
All right. And your last relationship didn't last very long.
It didn't.
What's the longest relationship you've ever
had? 2 years.
2 years? And when was that over?
Like 4 years ago. I was in college.
Okay. And you're 5 how tall again?
4 years ago, that'll put her at 26. Pharmacy tech. I know she switched it up late in the game, I'm assuming. You're in Atlanta. Obviously, for the ladies, it's stiff competition. For reasons we all know altogether. And you trying to settle down 30. You don't have any kids, which is good. 5'3". Dress size 6. Let's continue.
5'3".
When's the last time you weighed yourself?
Actually, yesterday.
And you 130?
I had a physical. It's just the boobs. I have big boobs, but I'm smaller below.
Okay,
it's just the boobs. Right. They big. Okay.
I get it. I'm just asking. So ultimately, you want to get married Because you want somebody to be a companion. All right, cool.
I do.
Okay, how often do you actually get out there and make yourself available, though?
And that's another thing. I was talking to my sister because she's married, and I look up to her in her
So the
relationship.
answer is what?
It's no. I said I was going to try after I saw your video about the going out, doing the scarf thing. I even confided in her that I was going to start going out.
So you don't go out?
I went out a couple times, but it's always like...
So?
It's older dudes.
So what? Older meaning how what?
Like in their 50s.
Okay. You want any children?
I do.
How many?
Probably 2. 2 or 3.
2 or 3. That's a big difference. Which one?
Okay.
I see the same thing. We hear this with ladies, obviously. You expecting this guy just to show up, or just this guy just to approach you magically, especially in a city like Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? For this guy, not to say it doesn't happen, not to say your dreams can't come true. You know, you work at a pharmacy, you interact with a lot of gentlemen and ladies as well, but you interact with a lot of people that's getting their medication, so on and so forth. But you got to put yourself out there. If nobody sees you, how are they gonna know about you? Same thing that I try to I talk to the fellas as well. You want to come across a lady, but you don't want to shoot your shot, and it's just like the way things are going right now. It's like nobody wants to really put themselves out there with anybody because of fear and because of rejection and because of they're just tired. I mean, you want these things, but guys, you got to put yourself out there. Ladies, you got to put yourself out there.
Me too.
Okay, after you're married and pregnant, do you want to have to work to pay significant bills?
No.
If you're pregnant, okay, what percentage of the overall family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for a lifetime?
What's the question again? You talking about how much money?
What percentage of the family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for your lifetime?
Nothing. I just be responsible for like the small parts, like the groceries and stuff.
So nothing. All right.
Because I can do the cooking, I can do the cleaning.
Oh no. So, but as a single person, you have to be responsible for 100% of your family financial
everything.
All right.
I do.
So, how much money would it take to have a middle class or upper middle class life in Atlanta for a family of 4, to where the children can have cars, go to college if they want to, travel, all this other kind of stuff? How much would a household need to make?
500K.
I'm asking you.
500.
And this is one of those questions I know we come across a lot of people on these videos from Atlanta in particular. $500,000 you got to make household income for, was it a family of 4? I mean, 4 children or something like that. For them to have cars, go to college, all these other things. I can see that maybe something close to that. You can still make it, but 500K, bruh, she want to stay at home. Fellas who's saying that you want to be head of household and she's working, I mean, just reevaluate those things. But I'm interested in hearing this in terms of having all these things and settling down and having, multiple kids, a family, or 3. She wanted 3 kids, I think that's what she said.
What would you rank yourself on the scale from 1 to 10? You can't use 7. Fresh face out of the shower. Your natural hair.
This is my natural hair, so I would say like 8. I don't have any makeup on, I'm just lip gloss.
So you put yourself up there with Beyonce. Beyonce's an 8, Kelly Rowland's a 9, Rihanna would be a 10.
Okay, I see.
Once again, that's Kevin's opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's Kevin's opinion and how she feels about herself. If she feels like she's an 8, she's an 8. You know what I mean? But that's his personal opinion on what that is. And I'm assuming, obviously, we get into all these nuances when we're talking about how many kids she has, so on and so forth. But what Kevin is asking is fresh out the shower, no makeup, real hair. You guys start throwing in all this, well, she's got a kid, Kelly Rowland's got a kid, so on and so forth. I mean, we're just talking about just straight off looks. And if that's how she feels, I mean, that's how she feels. But there might be some dudes out there who think she's an 8 as well.
I'm right under the 7.
Okay.
Baby, you thought you was an 8. Stay with it. He's saying, how do you compare yourself as opposed to his scale of Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, whatever? If you feel like you're an 8, stick to it. You feel me?
How many cute women? 6 is cute. How many cute 30-year-old? 30 what? 30 what? 30?
I'm 30. 30.
How many cute 30-year-old women get to marry men making $500,000 a year?
Not many.
I'm gonna ask the hard question.
What's the question again? What's the question?
Why would a man making $500,000 pick you?
Personality wise, I can cook, I can clean, I can make him feel like a king.
Okay, personality wise, what?
For me,
So here's your shot.
I have a good personality.
Okay, fine. What does that mean?
Meaning I'm very adventurous. I would definitely cater to my man. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what
Baby. She says she's very adventurous. She'll cater to her man. Fellas, you got yourself a winner right there. Says she's down for the cause. You can't find no more every corner. You feel me?
I'm supposed to do, cater to my man.
What's the most money you've ever? What's the most money a man has ever made that you've dated?
I want to say it's not much. Probably like $50K.
Okay, and that's when you were younger.
Yes.
So why in the hell would you be older and get a man who's making 10 times more?
Because I deserve it. I deserve to be happy, and I'm willing to put everything out on the table for my man. Like I said, I can make him feel.
How long
like
you
a
watch my
king.
program? How long, ma'am? Hold on. How long you watch my program?
Baby, tell him you deserve it. You adventurous. You down for the cause. Tell him you deserve it. Yeah.
I just started like 3 months ago.
What the French toast what do you mean you deserve anything? What does a man, what kind of careers must a man, first off, what age do you expect this man to be making $500,000?
Well, he don't have to make a $500,000. Let me bring the score down.
I'm asking you what age.
Well, I really want it between the age probably like 33 to 36. Oh Lord, he cannot do. I even didn't mean to say 500K. I mean like 200K. 200K is good.
200 is still. What age does a man hit his financial stride?
I thought it's after 30. I mean, like after 35.
What age? Give me a 10-year
Am I
age
wrong?
range. 45,
Like 35 to
45 to
40.
55. See, the first thing out of your mouth was these men are old. See, you ladies want goddamn millionaires or guys who are making far more money than you look good. Then you want them to be young. Just because you personality-wise are nice. No offense, but a 6? You're an average woman. You're average, okay? No offense, you're average.
Okay.
But you don't want to work. And I gotta say, for my men out here, how do you deserve anybody's money? Because you have a vagina?
That's a cold one right there, man. I deserve. I think she knew when she said deserve earlier that she knew she fucked up when she said that shit. Like, as far as I deserve it. I deserve it. I don't have no kids. I'm a pharmacy tech. I got real hair. You know, I got some big titties. You know what I'm saying? So 5'3", dress size 6. I'm a 8, fresh out the shower. Hey, I got a good personality. I'm adventurous. I'm down for the cause. Why not?
And a cookbook? What do you? Is that a yes?
I can still work. That's not
No,
a
no,
thing. I
no.
can
You
still,
don't want no, ma'am. I
Baby, stick to your guns, baby. Stick to your guns.
asked you. Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant? No. What percentage of overall family financial load? You don't want to be responsible for anything other than little things like groceries. You want to be a stay-at-home wife where you raised by a stay-at-home mother.
no. Was I raised by a stay-at-home mom?
Then,
No.
do you have a cookbook?
I don't need a cookbook.
Do you have a cookbook?
I don't.
So
I was taught by my dad as far as cooking.
Due respect, ma'am, then why, in all fairness, would an average woman doing an average job who was not raised to be a traditional woman expect to be a stay-at-home mother with a man who's making in the top 1% of income just because you deserve it? The guys are listening. The men who make that kind of money are watching this show. Shoot your shot.
Can you say the question again? I'm sorry.
Why you?
Like I say, I'm ready to settle down. I'm not a young woman. I'm old enough to know what I want.
I don't give a shit
I
about
can-
what you want. I'm saying sell yourself to these men. See, we understand that you want all his stuff. Fine. Sell it.
I'm willing to be there by your side every step of the way. Motivate you, stand by your side, be that woman to comfort you at night and be submissive to you. That woman, I will have your dinner ready for you all the time at night, and
Wait.
so yeah, I'm nervous.
You can't be nervous if you want a man that's in the top 1%. See, women who want what you want were raised to be an asset to men like that. Basically, you're asking to go shop at Hermes and just get a Birkin bag just because Birkin bags are cool.
That's not important to me. I don't care about labels.
It's a metaphor.
Oh, okay.
My point is, man, you're an average woman.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't never dated a man making over 6 figures.
I haven't.
So then why would you say you deserve to have a husband who's making $200,000 to $500,000? Why would you deserve any of that? Better question, what does he deserve?
He deserves a woman that'll take care of him. A woman
And what does he deserve? The woman who, and does that come? But what about how she looks?
Yeah, of course he should be attracted to her.
Attracted? You don't
But
think a man? Please don't overtalk. You don't think a man who's making that kind of money should have a dime piece?
Well, yeah, they would like, but honestly,
No.
about the
Not that they would like.
personality.
No. See, when you can't be what he wants, you'll always go to this personality. Why do you think Beyonce is all that to Jay-Z and more?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Up her ass with her husband.
she did.
Because she's got sense.
She did.
So
I'm learning from you. I'm learning from you.
No. See what you don't realize is you just insulted 90%, 95% of the men out there. As a pharmacy technician, no disrespect intended, but ma'am, that's an average job. You look at men, the way you talk as though the men that you actually are on their level are not what you deserve. All right, I'll grant that. But what about the women who are above you? The women who outrank you in looks, physique, personality, mindset, abilities, aptitudes. Okay? What about those women? What do they deserve? Do they deserve the man?
I don't think so, because most of them probably material.
You mean like you?
Yo, this joint is like going downhill like super quick. She's like, they not even wife material. Which I can't help but agree with her. I completely agree with her. Just because you a 10 or you bad, that does not make you wifey material. And a lot of times, man, it really takes a drop dead gorgeous woman. It has to be a really special drop dead gorgeous woman to be wifey. At the end of the day, that's not seeking outside attention. That's really willing to be for this guy only and not for the streets, and not seeking outside attention. You know what I'm saying? It really takes a special woman for that. So I agree with her on that.
I mean, like half of the women that are bad, like a 10, like you say, some of them can't even cook a meal.
Right.
Ma'am?
And I can do all that.
Okay, but based upon your relationship history, how would a man know that?
Let me prove it to you.
So he has
when
to.
you get in a relationship,
So in other words, see, I want you to listen how crazy.
I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna let you talk.
So in other words, a man needs to make himself the best version of himself to have access to all these women, but he needs to go get a woman that's average to let her prove that she's better than the other women. How about this? Why don't you go get a man who's average and prove to him?
Mm-hmm.
See, y'all want it, and this is the entitlement of modern women, especially in our community. You don't hear Middle Eastern.
I don't think that she would be opposed to that. I think that she would like to get an average dude. She just probably just can't, either there's some issues, or she dealing with some dudes that really ain't taking her serious, and she probably dealing with some dudes that's on the socioeconomic scale is not where she's at. Even though she is just a pharmacy tech, she's probably just dealing with dudes that's low quality dudes. So she's just probably just trying to figure out how to bag her one that she can like settle down with. And and I know that a lot of you guys probably like, well, you need to go ahead and settle for those below average dudes. That's not what she wants though.
Asian, Hispanic women who are average, talking down to their average men, and all trying to go after men who definitely outrank and they're not qualified for. That's the point. You're wanting a man that's way up here. In this country, you can only legally marry one person.
Right.
And your argument is, well, just because she look good don't mean she can cook.
Well, can I say something?
And a second.
Okay.
How many days a week do you cook right now?
For myself, I cook Sundays, and then I prep my lunches for the days, and then probably on Wednesday I'll cook again because
So 2 days a week you cook. So 2 days a week you cook.
Mm-hmm.
So you mean to tell me you're gonna go from 2 days a week to cooking how many days a week for your family?
Every freaking day. Every day.
The best predictor of future performance is past performance. And see, nothing that I've said has made you sit back and say, maybe I'm being a little bit unrealistic about my wants and expectations. You keep trying to make this fit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really doing my best to kind of level set you. But every time I ask you something, it's like, well, but maybe she's not what it is. Why do you deserve this?
Well, honestly, he don't even have to be high value as long as he can love me unconditionally. And
That's
I can
not
do the
what you
same for
started
him.
out saying, ma'am. You said you want 2 kids.
That's what I'm getting from her. You know, I hear what Kevin's saying. I guess the sequence of questions led her up to that based upon the lifestyle that she may want to live. You know, but I honestly think that she would settle for a dude that would just be down for her based off just hearing her talk or whatever.
Kids, and you don't want to have to pay. You don't want to have to be responsible for anything except groceries. That's what you said.
I did.
Because
So now
that's
you
the
making me
truth.
think that I don't
Because
have
that's
to
the
have.
truth. That's the truth. That's why you can't find nobody. Because you walking around trying to find a man that is above you.
Mm-hmm.
See, there are men out there who knew women ain't on their level. Do you also understand that there are men who are that are above you and you ain't on their level?
Mm-hmm.
Are there men like that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So if a man was trying to get a woman that wasn't on his level, what would you expect him to do?
Of course, he'll probably brush past me and get to somebody that's on his level.
If a man was trying to get a woman that wasn't on his level, what are his options?
Mm. You talking about what are his options?
Yeah, if a man is here and he wants a woman that's up here, what are his options when he's here?
Well, he gonna get somebody on his level.
Or he can level up.
Oh, or exactly, he can level up.
Well, you can't level up to that level.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to do this in the nicest way possible. But what in your life what in your dating romantic life has made you think, feel, or believe or created an appetite for a man that's up there when you've never experienced it?
I don't know from watching your show.
Man,
I honestly,
you're 30 years old. My show ain't been around that long, but you've been single a long time.
I have, because I haven't found the right one yet.
And what's that? And see, that's the. Thank you.
I don't need a cookbook.
Thank you. I haven't found the right one.
I haven't found the right
That's
one.
the first goddamn thing out of my mouth. There is no right one. So here's the hardcore reality. Ma'am, you're average. And the right one for you is a guy who's making around $42,500 a year. Why'd you do that?
Oh, nothing. I'm just agreeing.
Okay. But that's kind of what the man you dated before was earning, right? Huh? Right?
Correct.
Yes, no? Right.
Correct.
Right. Average, like an average woman who's at pharmacy tech. But then if you were to date this man, would you do all the stuff for him that you would do for this man who's making $500,000, $200,000? Really?
I would. I would.
So if I went back through your dating history and asked the men you dated, is that who you were? They tell me that's who you were.
Yeah, they would definitely tell you that's who I was.
Okay, so who ended the relationships?
You said, excuse me?
So your last relationship, who ended it? You or him?
I did.
Why?
I told you because he was just irresponsible with money-wise, like priorities.
Of course she did. Of course she ended it, man. But here's the thing. A lot of you ladies get with these guys. And I think quickly. What did she say? 2 years she was in a relationship with him? I can't remember exactly. But a lot of you ladies, you get into a relationship with guys that you already know aren't financially responsible, aren't basically financially set to where if you were to get married, where they're able to take care of the family. You see their spending habits and what they spend their money on and things like that. And it's just, you still tend to be there and up until a certain point where it no longer works. And then you end up with another guy that's similar to that and be like, okay, where's the good men? But you keep choosing the same guy over and over, which is weird enough.
Ferrari.
His priorities wasn't.
And you guys were together
in the
on like
right
6
place.
months, right?
Yeah, it wasn't long.
Okay, so and the one before that.
But I did.
2-year relationship. Who ended that one?
I did.
Why? Yeah. Go ahead.
I got sick, to be honest. I got sick. And I wasn't ready for a relationship.
You ended a 2-year relationship because of an illness?
I did.
He didn't want it to end.
Yeah.
Was it a life-threatening illness?
It was.
I mean, I'm a cancer survivor, so...
I'm not trying to cry.
My point is, in relationships, okay, you don't end relationships. You ladies just jump in and out of relationships. Then, when you're at this point, it's like, well, you got to look at your past history.
Yeah.
And your relationships, you end them.
Well, he wasn't ready. He couldn't take on the toll that I was dealing with. So.
All right. So what this caller showed, more than anything else, is even average women who've never experienced this stuff, who have no business, business really having such high standards. You got this list of things that you're not. And you expect a man to settle for you when you wouldn't settle for somebody else. There are plenty of men out there. 54% of black men are single and childless, and 61% in the middle class. There are plenty of single black men in this country, especially here. So if you can't find a single black man who's average, you ain't looking outside. So if you say you can't find the right one, you can't find a fantasy is what you can't find.
Right.
Okay.
So many of our average women are looking for men who outrank them. And this is why y'all ending up by yourself, because you're not looking for men that are on your level. So I look like an asshole for saying this kind of stuff, and I just don't get it.
Well, like you said, I haven't even tried to go out and to look for nobody, so that's on me.
Well, that's cool, but then that means what?
It's
At
my
30
fault.
years old, at 30 years old, like it or not, at 30 years old, either you get your butt in gear, get your standards in line with who you are, understand that an average man would be a great catch for you, and he would actually be saving your life, because the next questions aren't going to be even worse. When you get to age 65, retirement, are you going to have your $2.4 million saved up cash?
I'm not. That's
So
why I need
where are
a
you going
husband.
to live?
I don't. That's why I need a husband.
So where are you going to live?
That's why I said I don't.
So
that's
where
why I
you
need a
gonna live?
husband.
So where you going to live?
I need a
So where you going to live? Where you going to live? Where you going to live?
On the street, because I ain't got no
Right.
husband.
So I mean, people may think I'm cold, but I'm not. But I'm like, but this is a woman who's not putting herself out there, not doing what needs to be done, saying she can't find the right one, not even in the game, knowing she can't live on one income. What the hell is going on in some of y'all's heads? How is this supposed to fix itself? You supposed to y'all date like the lotto.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why we're getting to a point to where average black men are going to start looking or start dealing with non-black women, because average black women, y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all,
But like I said, I'm putting myself out there. That's why I even came on your show.
putting yourself out there. This is not out there.
Like me,
Out there is getting out of the house.
Yeah.
Out there is getting out of the house. You just talking. Gina, you understand, man? All right.